Good evening, parents, guardians, guests, students, and faculty. Would everyone please rise, if you are able, for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night.
Valerie Camille, our school counseling administrative assistant and main organizer of the evening, was assisted by our school counselors, Dominique Ross, Manny Harwich, Mary Beth Mont, and Elisa Taylor. Thanks to the generosity of the community, there are so many scholarships given out to our seniors, and there's so much to celebrate. I'm going to just take a moment to go off script and thank Valerie Camille, who is not going to be happy that I am shining the light on her. She has worked incredibly hard over the last 3 years during COVID to make sure that this night still happens and to make sure that we can honor the incredible generosity of our community and the incredible accomplishments of our students. And it has not been easy. I am thrilled that we are back in person this year. It is fantastic, but it has been a long road to get here, especially with events like this. So again, I just want to thank Valerie Camille for all her hard work and dedication. All right, now I'll go back on script. So there may be a few students and presenters who are unable to join us this evening due to circumstances out of their control. If a presenter is listed in the program but is unable to attend, I will be presenting those awards this evening. One last bit of logistical advice. We have a large number of seniors to celebrate this evening, and to make sure that the evening keeps moving, We're going to have an awesome round of applause for our seniors when they're called up, and then I'm going to move on to the next award, so we're not clapping all the way up and clapping all the way back, okay? That being said, I'm really looking forward to celebrating all of you as I see you're all in front of me. All right, we are going to get going with our awards this evening. And now for the scholarship presentations. The Holliston Scholarship Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that raises money to distribute scholarships to Holliston graduates. 98% of funds raised are directly distributed to seniors every year. This year, 34 scholarships totaling $87,000 will be awarded to the class of 2022. Our first award is the Justin D. Brockert Scholarship. This annual award is given in memory of Justin Brockert by his friends and family. Justin was a Holliston resident and graduate of Holliston High School. During his time at HHS, Justin developed a passion for computers that he shared with his close group of lifelong friends. He parlayed this passion into a successful career in software development. This award will be given to a graduate pursuing a degree in computer science or a related technology field. The award is being presented by Kathleen and Andrew Simon.
Thank you, Ms. Bottomley, for that introduction. I'd also like to thank all of the faculty that were involved in tonight's presentations and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation, with Bob McGrath in particular, who helped us put all of this together, and all that you do to make the awards in this event possible. I am very pleased to have the opportunity tonight to present the Justin D. Brockert Scholarship. Before I do, however, I'd like to say a few words about the person in whose honor this is given every year. Justin Brockert, or just Brock to we who knew and loved him, grew up here in Holliston, attended Holliston schools, and was one of the best people you could ever hope to meet. And I don't mean this casually. He was superlative in many ways, with each of those ways being some of the best places any person could hope to excel. First, it is no exaggeration to say that Brock was brilliant. In fact, he was perhaps the most intelligent person I ever had the pleasure of knowing. My first encounter with his casual genius occurred in a programming course I took years ago here in Holliston. During the first week of the course, I was just beginning to grapple with the unfamiliar syntax and mode of thinking that comes along with computer programming. All of us were. Well, almost all of us were. While most of us were trying to figure out how we were having trouble getting text to appear on the screen, one of the monitors in the room was taken up not by incomprehensible error messages, but instead by a streaming shower of stars, each coming somewhere from the far distance, first slowly creeping closer, then shooting past somewhere in the periphery of the vantage point where I stood. Of course, this was Brock's computer. Naturally, I asked him how he had done it. He ended the simulation to reveal his code, and I saw even less comprehensible text than I had seen, on my own screen. All I saw was a series of alphanumeric codes, no words, no language as far as I could tell. He casually explained that it was machine code, a level of coding below the usual high-level languages that most of us would ever learn. He explained it also casually and without any hint of superiority, and I instantly knew that he understood how a computer worked and how to think in a way that let him control it, in a way that not only would I never be able to do the same thing myself, but I'd probably never truly grasped the depth of understanding that he had. Most importantly, however, was Brock the person. Despite his many exceptional talents, he remained one of the most grounded, humble, and kind people you could ever be lucky enough to have as a friend. He never let his remarkable talents, taint his ego, drive him to dominate others, or even casually belittle those whose talents were less than his own. He was a consummate friend with whom anybody could feel at ease, with whom anybody could feel valuable. Being his friend was one of the best things I ever experienced, because I knew that I mattered to him and that he expected nothing from me except for who I was. He was one of the best people I've ever known or ever will. When he passed 5 years ago in 2017, his loss was tremendous for his family, his friends, for me. With his passing, I knew I hadn't just lost my dear friend, but had lost a part of my life that was nothing but good. He was exclusively good. And without him, I was suddenly less, all of us were less. The world was less, worse off than it had been the day before. And so we, his friends and family, with the help of Bob McGrath and the Scholarship Foundation, decided to put together the Justin D. Brockert Award. The goal of this award was to bring a bit of Brock back into the world every year. By looking for students who exemplify some of Brock's characteristics, we hope to nurture the parts of him that were lost to us with his passing. We look for students who exhibit not just academic excellence in the areas of computer or physical sciences, but those who demonstrate the urge to make the world a better place. Students who will help us tip the scales back towards the way the world would have been had he not left it.
We are very pleased to award the 6th Justin D. Brockert Scholarship to Tejas Balcha and Abigail Moran.
Thank you. The Elizabeth Stillings Brooks Memorial Scholarships. This scholarship award is given in memory of Elizabeth Stillings Brooks, a longtime Holliston resident who was very active in the Holliston community and the mother of 3 Holliston High School graduates. These awards are given to students who demonstrate a passion for writing. They are being presented by Elizabeth's husband, Mr. Robert Brooks.
Thank you. My name is Bob Brooks, and on behalf of the Brooks and Stillings families, I'm here to present the 6th annual scholarship in memory of my wife, Elizabeth. Unfortunately, Beth passed away in November of 2016 after an 8-year battle with breast cancer. Throughout that battle, and despite the card she was dealt, she strived to maintain a positive outlook and an appreciation for the truly important things in life, particularly family and friends. In fact, it is through the incredible generosity of friends and family that we can offer this scholarship. On behalf of our entire family, we would like to extend heartfelt thanks to all those who have contributed to help make this annual award possible. While some of you in the audience tonight may have known Beth personally, I thought I'd just take a moment to provide a little background about why our family chose to honor her memory with this scholarship award. First of all, on a personal side, Beth was a truly amazing person, a devoted mom, wife, daughter, sister, and just a caring friend who never wanted to be the center of attention. Beth did a lot behind the scenes, whether it was volunteering at the food pantry, organizing events with other parents, or coordinating fundraisers. She was the type of person who was always involved but liked to stay out of the limelight. We hope this award will help us all remember the contributions she made. Secondly, when Beth and I moved to Holliston back in 1989, one of the main reasons we chose to settle in this town and raise our family was the school system. All 3 of our kids, Meg, class of 2008, Katie, 2011, and Jack, 2017, are products of the Holliston schools. We felt it was important to do something to give back to the community to help support students who are to further their education. Finally, as an English major at Colby and developmental editor at Simon & Schuster, Beth was a big believer in liberal arts education and the developing strong writing and communication skills. She was an avid reader who especially loved fiction and analyzing and critiquing the books that she was reading. She had a passion for creative writing and continued to write poetry and short stories throughout her life. As such, we felt the award should go to a student with a strong interest in English, creative writing, and/or the arts. The 2022 applicants for this scholarship were all truly outstanding. All had amazing academic accomplishments, contributions to the community, and some really incredible writing and artistic submissions. This year, we've decided to award 2 scholarships. We know Beth would be very proud to have these 2 students receive the scholarship in her memory. So without further ado, we are pleased to announce that the winners of the 2022 Elizabeth Stillings Brooks Memorial Scholarship are Ava Moran and Cooper Sweet.
The Therese S. Cacavalli Scholarship Award. This scholarship is given in memory of Terry Cacavalli, a longtime world language educator in the Holliston Public Schools, who was a dynamic teacher for 38 years and the first teacher of the French immersion class in Holliston and the K-12 World Language Coordinator for the district. This annual scholarship is given by her family and friends and will be awarded to a graduating senior who has demonstrated exceptional dedication to the study of world language, strong academic performance, and a high level of citizenship in the community. The recipient is Mia Schmidt. The Holliston Business Association Scholarships. These awards are funded by the Holliston Business Association and given through the Holliston Scholarship Foundation to graduating seniors who will major in some aspect of business while in college. These awards are presented by HBA's Scholarship Chair, Mr. John Drohan.
Hello, class of 2022. I know many of you, so it's an honor to be here to be able to present this to you. On behalf of the Holliston Business Association, which started back in 1978, long before you were all born, and then rejuvenated again in 2009 after you were born. The Holliston Business Association has been giving a scholarship since 1978, and this year it's been taken over by the Holliston Scholarship Foundation, which we are very grateful for. However, I was lucky enough to be able to hand out this scholarship tonight to 3 standout students who will excel in business or a business-related study. I have 2 envelopes. You'll want the one that I hand you as well as the yellow one, because the one that I hand you has something else in it as well. The winners for tonight's Holliston Business Association Scholarship are Owen Burke, Joshua Maxwell, and Sean O'Neill.
The Donna R. Keenan Awards are given in memory of Donna R. Keenan, a Holliston resident for many years and the mother of 3 Holliston students who were and are in the Holliston Public Schools. The award is given by her family and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. These awards are presented by her husband, Mr. Chris Keenan.
Thank you. It's great being back presenting in person again. I can't believe it's been 3 years. It's just, that flew. That was a time warp. This year's ceremony is especially meaningful to me because some of you knew Donna as the mother of one of your classmates, and Donna knew some of you as a classmate and friend of our youngest. In past years, I have chosen the recipient based only on the content of their applications. This year was a little different because there were candidates who Donna knew and who knew Donna. Their applications would have stood out even if I had not known them since before this class started kindergarten. And in some ways, this made the process a little easier, but it also made it harder to choose just one recipient. To solve for that challenge, I have decided to sponsor 2 awards this year. Congratulations to 2 accomplished and talented students, Abigail Moran and Ava Moran, this year's recipients of the Donna Keenan Scholarship Award.
The Joseph Larsey Award is given in memory of Joey Larsey, a member of the Holliston High School class of 2010. Since 2009, the Larseys have given over $85,000 in scholarship awards to 18 students in memory of their son, and will continue to give an award in his name to a member of every graduating class at Holliston High School. The recipient of this award is Robert Payne. The Masonic Lodge Award is given by the Holliston Masonic Lodge and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation to a senior who demonstrates the Masonic traditions of tolerance, service, and charity in the community. The award is presented by Mr. James Holmes, a member of the Mount Hollis Masonic Lodge and a graduate of Holliston High School.
Thank you very much. Small correction, I didn't have the pleasure of graduating from here, actually from upstate New York. But so, have you ever heard of the Freemasons? Well, let me help you out with a few key misnomers that often get heard. No, we are not a secret society plotting to take over the world. And no, we are not behind the conspiracies that have changed the history of the world. And no, we don't have a secret vault holding all the money and the sacred treasures. And maybe my personal favorite, no, we do not know where the treasure is buried at Oak Island. But my name is Jim Holmes, and I'm a member of Mount Hollis Masonic Lodge right here in Holliston. Now, many of you probably had no idea that there was a Masonic Lodge here in Holliston. It's actually just a couple doors down from Town Hall. Or maybe some of you follow the sweet smell of bacon on a Sunday morning on the first Sunday of the month when we do our community breakfast. But on a serious note, what you'll find there is you'll find a group of men local from our community, from all walks of life, with common ideals based on faith, hope, and charity, and a group of men working together, usually behind the scenes, to make our community and each other just a little bit better. The Mount Hollis Scholarship was established 6 years ago in combination with the Holliston Scholarship Foundation to identify and honor a student who demonstrated the characteristics of a selfless leader and a committed servant to our community. Tonight's recipient volunteers generously behind the scenes to help others in trouble and continually shows herself to be a true leader. It is with great pleasure that I present this year's Mount Hollis Masonic Scholarship winner, Emily Waldman.
The Peter Sawyer Awards are given in memory of Peter Sawyer, a Holliston resident for over 25 years and parent to 2 Holliston High graduates. The awards are given to students pursuing an education in a technology-related field. The awards are being presented by Peter's son, Mr. Jeffrey Sawyer.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jeff Sawyer. I'm a graduate of HHS, class of 2003. Believe it or not, 19 years ago, during the senior showcase, I actually rapped Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre on this stage, so it's nice to be back here in a little bit more formal manner than back then. But kudos to Bill Phipps and Bob McGrath for having me here from the Scholarship Foundation. Shout out to the educators and the parents that have, donated a lot of time and effort to get you guys here today, and to the seniors, couldn't be more proud to be standing in front of you with all you guys have endured to be here today. So congratulations to all of you, regardless of the awards tonight. So this is the Peter D. Sawyer Memorial Scholarship. What's kind of unique about this is it's all from a golf tournament. So my dad was my best friend. Back when I went to Quinnipiac and graduated in 2007, I told him I was never moving back to Holliston. Fast forward 5 years after that, I was still living in Holliston. So when he got sick in March of 2013 from kidney cancer and passed away 3 months later, it was devastating. So what we did is we put together a golf tournament, right? The first year was about, 16 of my friends. We raised $1,000 and it was great. And now, actually, so coming up on Father's Day weekend on Saturday, we have 144 golfers. We've sold out the last 5 years, and we've donated almost $75,000 between the Scholarship Foundation and Kidney Cancer Foundation, simply from friends, family. There's no corporate sponsorships. It's all just to give back to the community. So that's really what this is all about. My father was big into IT and computer science, so we try to recognize students that are going into that field in the next chapter of their life. So with that said, we have 3 recipients tonight, all very deserving, and all the participants and entries that were in were strong candidates, and we had to pick 3. So without further ado, I'd like to recognize Catherine Cruz, Brennan Abitson, and Elias Lammy as the recipients of this year's Peter Siak Memorial Tournament. Thank you.
The Washington Street Players Award. This award is given by Holliston's Performance Art Theater Group to a Holliston High School senior who has participated on a stage or behind the scenes in Holliston High School's drama and musical performances. Presenting this award is Miss Karen Deinhardt. Is Miss Deinhardt here this evening? I will happily present in her place. So the recipient of this award this evening is Chloe Drohan. The remaining foundation awards are presented by Mr. William Phipps, a graduate of Holliston High School and Vice President of the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. The first award he will present is the Virginia Aldridge Mcgrane Award. This award is given in memory of Virginia Aldridge Mcgrane, a longtime Holliston resident and major benefactor of the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. The recipient of this award is Rupesh Prasanna Kumar. The Ethan Bagg Memorial Scholarship. Ethan was a member of the graduating class of 2016. While at HHS, Ethan was a member of the Ultimate Frisbee and hockey teams. Being a good teammate and representing Holliston High School were some of the most enjoyable times in his life. This memorial scholarship was established by his family shortly after his death in December of 2020. Ethan did not quite complete his degree at UMass Amherst, and when he passed, there were some remaining assets from his college account. This money, along with the generous donations from family and friends and others who were touched by Ethan's passing, is the foundation that will help perpetuate the Ethan Bagg Award. The recipient is Danielle Cummings. The Anne Bernard Scholarship. This award is given in memory of Anne Bernard, who taught Spanish and who was at one time an assistant principal at Holliston High School. Early in her teaching career, she served for 2 years in the newly formed Peace Corps. She was a mentor and advisor to many, always finding time to listen to a student's needs. The recipient is Maeve Valentini. The Class of 1964 Award. This award is given by the members of the Class of 1964 in memory of their classmates. The recipient is Kayla Ducrepin. The Mary C. Flatley Scholarship Award. This award is given in memory of Mary Flatley, a highly regarded Holliston High School teacher for 20 years. During her tenure at Holliston High School, Mary was many things to many people. To quote one of her students, Miss Flatley was a beloved teacher, book lover, dog mother, a force to be reckoned with, a fierce advocate, and an inspirational leader. This award is given in memory of Mary by her family, friends, colleagues, and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. The recipient is Marie Meisner. The Comedian Award has been given for over 20 years in memory of longtime Holliston High School principal Bedros Comedian, and also in memory of his wife, Helen. Both he and his wife were longtime supporters of quality education in Holliston and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. The recipient of this award is Juliana Lee. The Andrew Lynn Award is given in memory of Andrew Lynn, a former student at Holliston High School. This is the Scholarship Foundation's oldest dedicated award. The recipient is Daniel Liberty. Little Beehive Farm Award. This award is sponsored by Tony Lulak of Little Beehive Farm and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation, and is given to a Holliston student pursuing further education in the fields of agriculture, organic farming, agricultural education, horticulture, floriculture, environmental sciences, wildlife science, and other related allied subjects. The recipient of this award is Liam Savage. The Beth Lyon Award is given in memory of Beth Lyon, a student of the class of 1985. This award is given to a student who has demonstrated interest and skill in English and writing. This award is presented to Ava Bergloff. The Thomas and Marjorie Lyons Award. This award is given in memory of Thomas Lyons and his wife Marjorie by their family and friends and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. Both were actively involved in the Holliston community for many years. Tom served on the school committee and was an avid supporter of quality public schools in Holliston. Preference is given to students pursuing study in business or music. The recipient of this award is Henry Savino. The Reese McGilvray Award is given in memory of Reese McGilvray, a former school committee member in Holliston and an active member of the community. This year, the recipient is Robert Aiden Smith. The Fred W. Miller Award is given in memory of Fred Miller, longtime superintendent of the Holliston Public Schools and major benefactor of the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. The award is presented to Patrick Cumming. The Doug Perry and Linda Frank Award is given in memory of Doug Perry and Linda Frank, both graduates of the Holliston High School class of 1975. The award is given to a student who displays an interest and talent in the visual arts and who has also demonstrated a commitment to community service. The recipient of this award is Mackenzie Mercier. The William and Alice Phipps Award, which is given in the name of William Phipps and in the memory of his wife Alice, both lifelong residents of Holliston and graduates of Holliston High School. William Phipps has been a driving force in the Scholarship Foundation for over 25 years. This year's recipient is Patrick Griffin. The Sam Placentino Award is given in memory of Sam Placentino, a former longtime superintendent of schools and the architect of the excellence of the Holliston Public Schools. The Placentino Elementary School is named in his honor. The recipient of this award is Caroline Sally. The Jack Quinley Memorial Scholarship. This is the third scholarship award given in memory of Jack Quinley, the son of Holliston High School teacher Donald Quinley. Jack was a 2019 graduate of Carver High School with plans to enter the Marine Corps. This award is given by Jack's family, friends, and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. The recipient of this award is Brian Sahajian. The Thompson Award. The Thompson Award is given in memory of Richard Thompson, a local business person and member of the school committee, and his life partner, Peggy Enquist. Both were avid supporters of the Holliston Public Schools and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. The recipient is Nandini Basavaraj. The Kathleen P. Webster Memorial Scholarship. This award is given in memory of Kathleen Webster, a devoted Holliston High School English teacher for 33 years. The award is funded by her family, friends, and the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. The recipient of this award is Ella Dietering. The Ingrid M. Ahmadi Memorial Scholarship is being presented by Mr. Peter Ahmadi.
as someone else said, it's great to be back here. Thank you and congratulations, Holliston High School class of 2022. It is with great pride and honor that I am here tonight to present the 25th Ingrid M. Ahmadi Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is given annually in memory of my late bride, Ingrid, who lost her battle with cancer in November 1997. This year's recipient reflects many of the special traits my Ingrid did. Since I have not taught here at Holliston for the past 20 years, I don't know where the time goes, my personal knowledge of the members of this class is sorely lacking. Ergo, I have to rely on input from her teachers, or this year, having a sort of miracle happen. I'll explain. Teachers have described this young lady as being a very resilient, committed, and steadfast young woman. These were also traits of my wife. Another educator described this individual as having a strong emotional maturity and a sense of responsibility, as did my bride. And yet another educator described her as being most caring, selfless, and humble. This is where that miracle I alluded to showed up. On Mother's Day evening, about 2 weeks ago, I observed the follower at a local supermarket. This old guy was trying to go through the self-service register to use his cell phone to obtain further discounts. Unfortunately, he was having zero luck with the store computer and even less luck with his own cell phone. At this point, a young lady who was employed there came to his rescue. She was most respectful, most calming, and most empathetic to this confused, frustrated, and obviously electronically inept soul. She gave him the time he needed to straighten himself out without giving him a bad feeling. It was this young lady's true care and concern that she showed him, not because he was a customer, but because he was a fellow human being in need. That act of kindness is exactly what my Ingrid would have done. And that is exactly why I, who was that old man, frustrated and electronically inept, decided to present the 2022 Ingrid M. Memorial Scholarship to a young lady who's going to be attending Arizona State University. So without further ado, would Nevin Lally please come to the stage so I can publicly thank her and present her with a scholarship. Sorry.
The Arcadian Farms Scholarship. This scholarship is in memory of Christine Shabbat's uncle Mike, who was the president of Arcadian Farms. He always held a special place in his heart for kids who wanted to learn about anything outdoors. After the loss of Christine's father, Dean Koshavas, the scholarship is also in his honor. Both taught others to love the outdoors and embrace a sense of wonder in taking something as small as a seed and turning it into a productive, fruitful plant. These scholarships are awarded to students pursuing an education in agriculture, green industry, or environmental conservation. The recipients are Ava Bergloff and Ella Dietering. The Olivia Barrett Bergstrom Scholarship is presented by Kirsten Bergstrom, Ty Bergstrom, and Charlie McGandy.
Hi. Every year when we choose the recipient of Olivia's scholarship, we try to pick the person Olivia would recognize as passionate in the way they live and love the world around them. We have chosen students with passions for dance and art and theater and animals. This year we choose a student who cares deeply about all living creatures and possesses a special connection with animals. This passion has motivated this young person to dedicate his life to help find families for homeless animals, complete a summer internship working for a farm that provides animal therapy, and writing for several animal advocacy institutes and magazines. He also has worked and volunteered for many teen programs to help dogs and other animals through hands-on education and job choices. He has used his passion to drive his decision to attend college and seek a degree in animal science or pre-vet. In honor of my daughter Olivia, I recognize Derek D'Angelo as the 5th recipient of the Olivia Bergstrom Annual Scholarship.
The Blaze Foundation Highland Farm of Holliston Scholarships supports students pursuing a college education. Mr. Blaze, owner of Highland Farm, recognizes a student with a $3,200 scholarship. When Mr. Blaze graduated from Burlington High School, there were 32 students in his graduating class, thus the amount of $3,200 for each scholarship. The recipients are Julian Payne, Brian Sahajian, and Alexandra Cherapanova. Covanta Energy is a leader in the development and operation of large-scale waste-to-energy products and takes pride in working closely with communities and supporting their many programs and activities. Covanta Energy awards 2 scholarships to students who demonstrate awareness of the importance of the environment. The recipients are Elias Lammy and Marie Meisner. The Sue Desi Award. For this award, I would like to ask Miss Dacey to rise as we present this year's scholarship in her honor. Thank you, Miss Dacey. 11 years ago, after 35 years of education to teaching the kindergarten and first grade children of Holliston, Sue Desi retired. For those of you whose children had the privilege of having Miss Dacey as a teacher, you will understand that the best retirement gift for her was a gift that continued her love of giving to our children. Miss Dacey had a gift for truly understanding each student and how best to engage them, challenge them, and make them feel like they mattered. The common thread in the essays we receive each year bears that out. Miss Dacey keenly remembers each of her students to this day. The Sue Desi Award was established upon her retirement by the parents of her last class, you, the class of 2022. This was to honor Miss Dacey's commitment to our children and the community. This will be the last year for this award, making it even more special, so we have chosen 2 recipients. These awards are given to former students of hers who embody her kind and giving spirit and exemplify commitment to high personal and academic standards. We thank all who applied and wish you all much success in your next chapter. This year, it is our privilege and honor to present the final Sue Desi Awards to Brenton Magoon and Emily St. George. The Diamond Awards Joseph and Faith Tiberio Foundation. The year was 1949, and the place was Holliston, Massachusetts, where a decorated World War II veteran and his wife began the Century Manufacturing Company. Joseph and Faith Tiberio embodied all the noble characteristics of the greatest generation, and word of mouth of the excellent, exceptional quality of products and fairness of price set the company apart. Today, the company is known as Century Tiewood and thrives on Lowland Street as a global entity offering fiber optic products, green solutions, complex metal fabrications, and engineering capabilities. An interesting example of this expertise is Century Tiewood's contribution in creating the FLIR camera used to capture the marathon bomber. Most recently, the governor of Massachusetts awarded the company essential status during COVID, and the employees worked around-the-clock shifts 7 days a week to pump out ventilator parts to save lives. Honor, truth, fairness, and meeting every challenge remain the pillars of the company's culture. Always eager to give back to the community where it all began, the Joseph W. and Faith K. Tiberio Charitable Foundation established scholarships for graduating Holliston High School seniors wishing to pursue a career in a degree related to manufacturing. Recipients of the Diamond Awards are selected from a field of gems to be polished by further education and become a guiding light for the good of humanity. Presenting is Ms. Faith Foyer, granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Tiberio. Thank you for joining us on stage. The recipients are Julian Payne, Brian Sahajian, Robert Aiden Smith. The Four Kicks Outstanding Student Athlete Awards. Four Kicks, a sports location for family and team sports, is celebrating their 20th anniversary in business. They wish to acknowledge an outstanding female and male athlete who show leadership, are multi-talented, and able to balance academics, work, and sports. The awards are presented to Sydney Maselli and Robert Payne. The Dorothy B. Stevens Garden Club Scholarships. This scholarship was founded by Dorothy Stevens, a former club president who recognized the importance of preserving our natural world and whose dream it was to encourage young people to pursue careers in horticulture. The scholarship began small, with money raised from raffles, plant sales, and donations. It is awarded annually to a candidate planning to major in horticulture, botany, landscape design, forestry, environmental science, land management, or other gardening-related fields. The recipient is Ella Dietering. The Holliston Athletic Boosters Association Scholarship. Every year, HABA has a random drawing, including seniors who have participated in sports all 4 years at HHS and who also have been members of HABA during those years as well. I will randomly select 4 winners. The 4 winners are Emily Waldman, Nicholas Raffel, Caroline Sally, and Sophia Grappo. The Holliston Cable Access Scholarship Grant will be presented by HCAT board member Mr. John Drohan.
Once again, it's a privilege to speak to the class of 2022, and on behalf of the Holliston Cable Access, or HCAT board, and President Chris O'Lawless, Holliston Cable Access TV is a vital resource for Holliston by providing award-winning and relevant programming that informs and unites the community. The successful applicant for our scholarship must demonstrate a keen interest in the field of communications. Candidates' scholarly achievement, extracurricular activities, community involvement, and financial circumstances are considered in our decision. This year's recipient is intended to major in camera technology and communication. This year's winner is Kara Ann Chipman.
The Holliston Federation of Teachers Scholarship Award is presented by HFT President Ms. Jamie Catone and Vice President Ms. Amanda Rivera.
Good evening, everyone. I apologize. I'm losing my voice here, like so many of you might be as well. And Ms. Rivera is recovering from COVID, so you just get me tonight. But that's how things are going this year. So my name is Jamie Catone. I'm the president of the Holliston Federation of Teachers and also high school biology teacher. I'm very pleased to be here with you today, celebrating the achievements of all of you. The Holliston Federation of Teachers is an organized labor union comprised of the teachers, paraprofessionals, and secretaries of the Holliston Public Schools. Each year, the Federation recognizes a Holliston graduate who has demonstrated understanding of the purpose and function of labor unions in our society. This year, on behalf of the HFT, I would like to award the scholarship to a very deserving student, Haley McGettigan.
The Holliston Lyons Club Educational Assistance Awards will be presented by Lyons Club President, Ms. Debbie Kerrigan.
On behalf of the Holliston Lyons Club, I am proud to present $12,500 in scholarships to students whose applications have demonstrated their community service work, embracing the Lyons motto, "We serve." This year, we are awarding 6 general Holliston Lyons Club scholarships, plus 2 scholarships in memory of Douglas Bloomquist. Doug was a Holliston Lion and a professor at Framingham State University, and these scholarships are being awarded to students who plan to pursue a degree in education or psychology. So I will first present the winners of the Doug Bloomquist Memorial Scholarships, and that is to Elisa Grisheskina and Cooper Sweet. And now I will present the recipients of the Holliston Lyons General Scholarships, and they are Brian Sahajian, Sean Carey, Peyton Hastings, Sophia Lindsay, Emily Waldman, and Matthew Walther.
The Holliston Music and Arts Parents Association scholarships will be presented by HMAPA Scholarship Chair, Ms. Karen Haynes.
This year, the HMAPA will be awarding 7 scholarships. Sean Carey is the first recipient. Sean took on the challenge of teaching himself over 30 pieces of music on the bass guitar. Marie Meisner was the flower of the theater department because she provided support and encouragement. Ava Moran. Ava made the school more beautiful by painting murals. Jocelyn Quinnan. Jocelyn spread joy to our youngest children by being a princess at community events. Isabella Rahim. Isabella taught and mentored middle school band students. Astrid Schwartz. Astrid uses art to spread a message of love and acceptance. And Chloe Drohan is being awarded the Joe D. Messina Scholarship for her commitment to study performing arts in college.
The PTO Essay Scholarship Award will be presented by Ms. Maura Marchewski, PTO President.
Thank you. Good evening. First, I'd like to congratulate all of you members of the class of 2022. I'm pleased to represent the Holliston PTO, actually no longer president as of a couple of years ago, but still involved. As most of you may know, PTO is a parent-driven volunteer organization. We strive to provide resources and enrichment programs for all students K to 12 and teachers as well, and to foster relationships within the community between parents, teachers, school administrators, and staff. Now for the scholarship. Applicants were asked to submit a written essay of their choice. A committee of 5 parent volunteers read and reread the submissions, and a top choice emerged. This young woman wrote of an activity she shared with her grandfather that became very dear to her, assembling puzzles, and created a wonderful analogy about building the puzzle pieces of her life. At Holliston High School, she was involved in academic, sports, visual art, and music pursuits, and excelled in so many ways. And this fall, she heads to Purdue University. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of this year's PTO Essay Scholarship, Isabella Rahim.
The Holliston Youth Baseball Softball Association scholarships will be presented by Scholarship Chair, Mr. Dan Large.
Thank you, Mrs. Bartlemy, and Valerie, Camille, and everybody else who puts on this excellent evening. I think this is great, you know, the honorees and the recipients to hear how impressive it is. You should be proud of yourselves, and congratulations on graduating this year. Being the father of 4, I can appreciate the money that gets awarded in nights like this, and having 3 in college over the last 2 years, it definitely helps. So anyway, this is my last year of doing this. I think it's been 8 years. And the scholarship will go on, but I think this will be my last year, and I really appreciate being part of the night. I have 4 recipients for the Holliston Youth Baseball and Softball Association Scholarship Award, and I'm going to bring them up and then speak about each of them. It's Jordan Kuharich, Aiden Pessin, Josh Maxwell, and Lauren Camptersall. So I'll start with Aiden. Aiden is a student athlete. He was on the varsity wrestling and is currently the captain of the Holliston Ultimate Frisbee team. This, along with working at Stop and Shop, has taught Aiden the value of hard work and perseverance during his time at in the HIPSA program. Aiden went from playing summer baseball on the Charles River team to the next year on the Sizzler team, and then eventually the following summer on the Tondorf team. So he should be proud of his accomplishments. And between 2017 and 2018, Aiden was selected as the most improved player by his coaches. Aiden has also given back to the program. While a member of HIPSA, Aiden sold a ridiculous amount of fundraising tickets and brought in hundreds of dollars to the program, probably funding the scholarship he's getting here today. Always intrigued in how the world works around us, Aiden's passion is computers and wants to pursue a career using that knowledge to create programs that make people's lives easier. Congratulations, Aiden. Lauren. So Lauren it comes from a family that has a deep history here in Holliston. Lauren started with the HIPSA program in kindergarten, has played softball since. Lauren highlighted 3 rules from the games that she has and will continue to use throughout life. 1, being accountable. 2, not to be afraid to try something new. And 3, to enjoy the moment. Like her parents, Lauren has given back to the program and the community by volunteering to help with youth clinics, coaching 5th and 6th grade team in 2019, and serving as a crew leader at St. Mary's Bible Camp. Lauren has played varsity softball for 4 years and has learned to continue to contribute while overcoming the adversity of injury. In 2020, Lauren earned the Holliston Varsity Softball's Coaches Award. Lauren plans on attending Sacred Heart in the fall and is interested in using the skills she learned while in the HIPSA program to pursue a career in athletic training. Congratulations, Lauren. Thank you. So Jordan Kuharich, for all 4 years of high school, Jordan played varsity softball and varsity field hockey, a captain in both sports and a 2-time Tri-Valley League All-Star, and also participated in basketball and track. Jordan did all this while being a member of the National Honor Society, Secretary of Student Council, and donating her free time to Best Buddies and in the Holliston Community Action Fund, volunteering for town programs such as substance abuse awareness and prevention, nonprofit organizations such as the Historical Society, Holliston Pantry, and Holliston Newcomers Club, COVID-19 assistance for families and Holliston businesses. Jordan described HIPSA as the program that watched her grow up. Jordan has always willing to give back to the program and by volunteering at youth clinics and even coaching a youth team. And Jordan plans on majoring in nursing at Endicott College, where she will play field hockey. Congratulations, Jordan. Josh Maxwell. Josh is a member of the National Honor Society, the Model United Nations, the Debate Club, Chess Club, Student Council, Best Buddies, and the Holliston Community Action Fund Student Division, where he's an executive officer responsible for organizing the overall oversight, all while working 25 hours per week. Josh has credited his experience as a member of the 2016 Majors Orioles team, who went from 0-8 during the regular season to a winning championship when nobody believed it was possible. Who is Josh's coach? That was very smart for you to put that in your essay, by the way. But more importantly, he also attributes his passion and success to Mr. Cozy, Josh's freshman history teacher, who believed in Josh's abilities and potential and pushed Josh to push himself as influential in instilling the confidence required to springboard his success and ambition. With this confidence, Josh will be majoring in political science with aspiration to go on to law school and work in public service. Thanks, Josh. Congratulations.
The Holliston Youth Lacrosse Association Scholarship will be awarded this year to Brian Sahajian. Brian is a deserving recipient of this scholarship. He currently is a 4-year varsity lacrosse player. He serves as captain of his team. He has been awarded a Most Valuable Player Award as well as a TVL All-Star Award. His love for the sport came from his years in the Holliston Youth Lacrosse program. He has fond memories of the tournaments at Fort Devens, attending Cannon games with his team, his checkered uniform, and his first lacrosse stick, the Black Beauty. It is with great honor that we award Brian Sahajian with the Holliston Youth Lacrosse Scholarship. Congratulations, Brian. The Holliston Youth Soccer Association Scholarships. HYSA is pleased to award scholarships to students who have actively participated in the youth soccer program, either as a player, volunteer, umpire, or coach. Applicants were asked to submit an essay on how the HYSA program has positively influenced their lives. The recipients are Owen Burke, Brendan McLeod, Isabella Rahim. The Jensen Sheehan Insurance Agency Scholarships are presented to students who demonstrate service to one's community and outstanding academic achievement and plan to continue their education in business or finance. The recipients are Owen Burke and Nicholas Cotting. The The Holliston Police Association John Johnson Memorial Scholarship. The following that I'm going to read is a statement from Miss Jessica Aronson and Mr. Brian Johnson, the children of Officer John Moore. The Holliston Police Department and the Johnson family established the John Johnson Memorial Scholarship in 2001 for a graduating student wishing to continue their studies in criminal justice. Officer John Johnson was my dad, and for those of you who don't know, was a police officer in Holliston and was killed in the line of duty on August 13th, 1981, while protecting our community. My brother Brian and I, along with many other family members of the Johnson family, reside here in Holliston, raising our families. We are very grateful for the HPD and the Holliston community for continuing to honor our father. So I appreciate those kind words being sent in. The recipient is Jocelyn Quinnan. The Middlesex Savings Bank recognizes a graduating senior who has demonstrated both academic and personal achievements. We are proud to recognize the recipient of the Middlesex Savings Bank Scholarship, Alexandra Cherapanova. The Millis Flag Football Scholarship. Millis Flag Football is pleased to offer a scholarship to a graduating senior from Holliston High School who has participated in the Millis Flag Football program. The recipient is Sean Carey. The Officer David J. Moore Memorial Service Scholarship. This award is presented to a Holliston High School college-bound graduating senior with a desire to enter into public service. A lifelong resident of Holliston, Officer Moore passed away on August 13, 2018. He was a 1950 graduate of Holliston High School and a United States Navy veteran. Officer Moore served the town of Holliston for 35 years. He served with the Holliston Police Department for 33 years and the Highway Department for 2 years. This scholarship is given in loving memory by his family. The recipient is Matthew Amante. I asked him to stay up here for a minute because the Lieutenant Sean F. Moore Memorial Scholarship. The Lieutenant Sean Moore Memorial Scholarship was created by his family after his passing in 2014 at the age of 52, after an 11-month battle with cancer. The scholarship is given each year to a student going to the college of their choice, majoring in criminal justice, or to a student that has enlisted in any area of the military as a military police officer. Lieutenant Moore was a 29-year veteran with the Holliston Police Department and a veteran with the United States Air Force. Lieutenant Moore was a lifelong resident of Holliston, having graduated from Holliston High School in 1980, as did his wife Denise, and their 2 children, Alyssa and Bryce. The recipient is Matthew Amante. The Timothy T. O'Connell Memorial Scholarships are being presented by Joanne and Kevin O'Connell, trustees of the Timothy O'Connell Foundation.
Thanks, Mrs. Bottomley. Good evening. Congratulations to all graduating seniors. The Timothy O'Connell Memorial Scholarship was established in 2009 to honor the memory of our son, Tim, who died the previous year from acute myeloid leukemia. The scholarship is awarded to Holliston students who intend to study medicine, nursing, or other health sciences. Again, this year, our scholarship committee was privileged to receive and review many impressive applications from many qualified candidates. The committee decided to recognize 3 Holliston High seniors with scholarships. These students have the intelligence, leadership abilities, fortitude, and other attributes reminiscent of Tim, and no doubt will go very far in their chosen fields of study and beyond. Congratulations to Sean Carey, Anish Gugalam, and Caroline Sally.
The Oligo Factory Future Scientist Scholarships. These are being awarded to graduating seniors who are pursuing an education in science, including medicine. This scholarship award is not solely based on academics. Applicants submitted an essay describing their thoughts and interests regarding any scientific or current event article. The awards are being presented by Ms. Amy Howie, Director of Product Quality and Fulfillment. The recipients are Emily St. George and Maeve Ballatini. Sol Systems, LLC. Sol Systems, a DC-based solar energy company that is in the process of developing a solar project on the local landfill for the town of Holliston, is awarding scholarships to graduating students of Holliston High School that have shown significant interest or investment in environmental stewardship and or planning to major in an environmental-related field, while still pursuing a bachelor's degree. Our mission is to help the town achieve its sustainability goals while also investing in its infrastructure and community long-term. The Sol Systems Awards are presented by Ms. Tina Hine. The recipients are Ava Bergloff and Maeve Valentini. The Eric J. Watunsky Memorial Scholarship will be awarded to students who have made a difference in their community through extracurricular activities or events, community service, helping those in need, creating opportunities, or supporting community priorities for the improvement for students and residents. The recipients are Peyton Hastings, Sophia Lindsay, Cooper Sweet. Thank you to everyone for coming and supporting our seniors tonight, and again, for the generosity of all of those in the community. It is really astounding, not only the monetary rewards that are bestowed upon these seniors, but the support that they feel. Hearing the stories of all of those community members who still are invested in the Holliston Public Schools and want to support future classes is the reason we hold this night. And all of your hard work is the reason why the community is here to support you. So before we conclude this evening, we would like to thank Jocelyn Quinnen, Sophia Cocherella, Dylan Brewster, and Joshua Nelson for singing the national anthem this evening. So a round of applause for them. We also had members of the junior class here for their assistance tonight as hosts and ushers, so thank you very much. And one last round of applause for all of our sponsors this evening for supporting the class of 2022. All right, everyone, thank you for joining us this evening. Please drive carefully when you are leaving the parking lot.